Ja.
Deswegen kannst du auch direkt am PC trinken
Ja.
mit dem Aufsatz.
I broke my arm. And this might just be the worst, but also best thing that happened to me. So here's the entire story on what I've learned and what you can maybe learn from this. So we have to rewind a couple of months back into 2024. I decided to play a team sport again, and I decided on American football. I think most of you know what American football is, like just people slamming to each other. I have been already familiar with the sport because I've seen multiple NFL games before, so I figured why not just give it a shot. And it was hell of a ride. I remember one day vividly that I went to the training and it was so much snow on the field that we just have to shovel the snow away like the entire time, and we couldn't even do real training. It was really exhausting going out in the freezing temperatures and just training day after day. Months and months go by, January, February, March, I'm just training for that one day. The first ever match, playing against a different team from a different city, and I was really excited. Finally, after months of training, the day arrived. We all met up early in the morning, just waiting and being excited. Oh my goodness, in 4 hours there will be kickoff and we are all just hyping each other up. It was really amazing. I was like traveling with them in a huge bus. It was awesome. The atmosphere, the energy, everyone was so excited that the season finally starts. And then there it is, kickoff. Now it goes and I start running and within 4 seconds, I lie on the ground. There I was, screaming my lungs out because I saw that my arm was like this. Oh my goodness. These entire months of training led up to this. Me playing for 4 seconds. And then that's it. I remember that people rushed to me and an ambulance was called right away. That's it. My season is over. My coach just said it to me like as I was walking off the field. That's it. No more football for you. My heart, oh my goodness. The pain in my arm was awful. But the pain in my heart, just knowing that like I let my team down. Oh my goodness, I trained so long, they depend on me and now I'm gone. Right away. It was awful. Really awful. And then when I was lying in the ambulance, things got even worse. I heard that there needs to be another ambulance called because a second teammate of me got hurt. And then later on a third. The crazy thing is, during that game, like 3 of our mates just needed to be sent to the hospital and none of the enemies. Like, what is going on? I don't think that I can actually show any of the footage of the actual incident, but I think I can show you my arm. If you're sensitive to such kind of stuff, you can just skip ahead. But this is how my arm looks like. I have 2 huge scars all over my arm and I am now barely able to move the arm. The incident happened 2 weeks ago, and during that time I realized 2 very important things. The first thing that I realized is that it could always be worse. For instance, I broke my left arm. If it had been the right arm, I would have been off way worse. Like I still have to write my final exams and I could only do that with my right arm and not with my left. So luckily it just was the left and not the right. Or for instance, it could be that my shoulder could have been broken and then I wouldn't have any movement at all. So yeah, luckily it's just the arm. When you get into a situation like this, every single thing you just become grateful for. It could be always worse, like for instance if I got hit on the head and I had a concussion or something along the line, it could always be worse. And with that, I felt a lot of gratitude. I felt a lot of gratitude that I live here in Germany and the healthcare system here is really good, so I got assistance right away. Even though my arm is broken, I can still take care of myself. I can change clothes, I can shower, I can go to the toilet, I can still handle my own life pretty well. One crazy thing that I'm grateful for is that I'm still able to play football this season. Of course, I will have to pause for at least 2 or maybe 3 months, but at the end of the season, I might be able to stand back on the field with my boys. And that's way more than I could ever ask for. I always just want to play football and maybe even score a few points with my mates. And if I'm able to do that even this season, bro, I'm happy. So that's all good. The second thing is that this gratitude, this appreciation for basic things like being able to use my right hand or right arm, this all just came after I broke my left arm. This gratitude for basic human things came after my incident. There's a different story that captures the same essence, and here's how it goes. A boy gets a horse to his birthday. Everyone thinks, oh, that's so amazing, congratulations, you now have a horse. And an old wise man who sat on the back said, okay, let's wait. Because 1 week later, the boy fell down from his horse and he broke his leg. And everyone was like, oh my goodness, that's so bad and how tragic. And the old man in the back said, let's wait. Because 1 week after that, the military came by and saw the broken leg of the boy and was like, okay, we can't draft you, you have to stay here. And everyone thought, oh, that's so amazing, you don't need to go to war and that's so good. And the old man said once again, okay, let's just wait this out. The moral of the story is that if something bad happens to us, it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing right away. We don't often know what happens in the future. If you had an incident in your life where you thought, oh my goodness, that's so bad, this is the end of the world, relax, calm down, because you never know how things actually turn out in the end. I can promise you that you won't break your arm if you click the top link in the description. This is my free Skool community. You can create yourself an account today and just join right away. So yeah, click the top link in the description and I can see you there inside. And by the way, if you want to see any of my other content, you can click on one of these videos right here. And thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. See ya!